I got a special guest today with me, man. Somebody I haven't seen in a long time, man. And you know, God work in mysterious ways, man. And one thing about the internet is very powerful. It connects brothers and sisters, aunts and nieces, everybody back together once again, man. So, you know what it is, man. I want to introduce the one, the only, the lovely model PJ, the reptile model, man. Yo, give it up for
Yes.
her. Give it up, give it up. So, yes. Finally got you here, man. Finally got you here. So,
Yes. Thanks for having me, as a matter of fact, by the way. Thanks so much.
I
I'm
appreciate
honored
you.
to be on your show tonight.
I appreciate you, man. With your busy schedule. You've been making so many moves, and we tried to lock in here, then we tried to lock in there, then you had to go to New York. When you got back here, you thought you was gonna be sitting still, then you ended up in where? Tennessee,
Atlanta.
Oh yeah, you put me on the phone with your producers and all that.
Yes, with my people there. Yes.
Yes, man.
Yes.
So now, let's tell them a little bit about yourself. Before we get into what are you doing now, up to date.
Okay. You want me to start like from? Okay. Let me start a little bit.
What is your profession now that
back.
helps people?
Okay.
Let's go there.
Okay. So, for my W-2, I am a psych nurse. I have been a psych nurse for 20 years. Mental health is huge.
Facts.
It really, really is. It's real, as we know what just happened to that couple, right?
Right.
But I enjoy helping people, and I like seeing the progress.
Right.
But you still have to put in the work.
Nah, that's a fact.
Still have to put in the work. You know, I am not telling anybody what, you know, don't listen to your doctor, da, da. It's in conjunction with. So I'm also an integrated health coach. And then I do mental health podcasts. And then I like to go to events. So I host mental health events. I was in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Right? One of the times I had spoken with you, I was in Pennsylvania doing, it's called Millville Music Festival. They had thousands of artists out there that have different mental health disparities, and their therapy is through music and art and things like that. So there's a section of it that I host every year. So this was the third year, and it was awesome. I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
What do? You when you get there, what is the actual search? So you actually should get on the podium and speak to the audience?
So they all have it broken down into different areas. They block off blocks and blocks. Remember old block parties, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But it'll be in different businesses. So we set up, it's House of Wax and I. Hey, what's up, House of Wax? Their portion will be at this place called the library.
Right.
And there's a young lady, she will host us and let us come there.
Okay.
And then we will have like 10 or 12 different artists that will come there.
Right.
And so, you know, my job is to introduce them and just keep everything going and introduce the sponsors and things like that.
Right. Nice.
One year, last year, NAMI gave me a check to give to, year before last, NAMI gave me a check to give to one of the organizations there.
Wow.
So that was awesome. It was really, really awesome. So
That's nice.
yeah, so I enjoy it.
What do your audience get out of when they go home? What would they be saying? Like, wow, that was very informative. I would know what to do with my person that is going through mental health or you know, through those
just those trying times and yeah. We always hope that you get something out of it. We have to understand that the family as a whole is affected as well, right?
Yeah,
because
mental health ain't nothing to play with.
exactly. And we also know in certain cultures, you just don't talk about it. Oh, don't worry about it. You know, no. They just need a spanking or just go sit down or whatever. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with you. So I'm glad that now things have gotten better. We're erasing the stigma. The idea is to get rid of the stigma. surrounding mental health.
Mm-hmm.
The caveat behind that is getting the families on board as well,
Right.
to understand that, yes, this is what you guys have dealt with for years. However,
Mm-hmm.
there are some tools that everyone can use, and we always hope that everyone uses the tools.
Mm-hmm.
Everything isn't an overnight fix. You
Right.
can't just put a Band-Aid on it. Can't
Right.
rub Robitussin on it.
Right. Right. Facts. Facts.
So, but you do have to put in the work. You really, truly do. And as a mental health nurse, I love educating the families and the client and, you know, things like that. There's medicine, but there's also things in conjunction with the medicine.
So we got KK said congrats. She said you are beautiful. This is this is a
thank
great
you.
friend of mine, KK. L Bliss, salute, I see you. That's one of my knowledgeable people that's always on the regular with me up here.
Awesome. Thank you for joining, everybody.
Yeah, because mental health is serious. And one thing that I, want to speak about with mental health, police. Street knowledge connects with mental health and police. Police need to be trained
Wish I could talk to
with
them.
people that have mental health and don't treat them just the same way they treat everybody else.
That's right.
In which they shouldn't even be treating the average human being that is not going through mental health the way that they do, but it's worse because a mental health person will react different, and then they'll react different and end up taking the person's life.
Exactly. I wish I could hold, I always beg, I'm like, Lord, please give me the opportunity to speak with a room full of police officers
Right.
surrounding mental health, questions, answers, the interventions.
Right.
That's the biggie. And sometimes, not to bring up the name, but there was a situation where there were male police officers that went into a female's home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just have to back off. Can we please wait and let's get a female in? Because sometimes you don't know what the female has suffered from, because there's sexual traumas. And so when they see a bunch of men coming at them, you don't know what mindset that puts them in.
Right.
So, and the same with men, you have to be careful. Sometimes I'll have clients that say, look, the men treat me horribly, and these will be males. Can I just have a female come in and talk to me? I feel so much better, and vice versa. So, but I would love to have a whole seminar with police officers.
Right.
I really, truly
And
would.
that's needed throughout everywhere
It
in the country, because it doesn't just happen in one state.
It
happens in every state where all the police let ego get beside them before they think about the person at hand that's in front of them.
Right.
And that's a big problem, man, because people is losing their lives over something that they don't have no control over because they have an illness, man.
Right.
And that's not fair to the person and to their family that got to endure that. After the police do the damage, they get immunity. They don't. Sometimes they say they get excused for it, or they get to go home with pay.
Yeah.
And be next to their family,
That
and everybody is grieving. Like that's totally crazy.
Yeah.
But those are other things, and I'm sure we can go on and on about mental health. And it's a beautiful thing. I just wanted to point that out to my audience, because I see you're a professional at that, and people like you are needed. And the way you make moves, you moving around like you a rapper or R&B singer on tour. For real. And I ain't seen you in so long. I see you in this state, that state. I'm like, oh, she's making moves for real.
Like I'm on tour.
Yes, but that's what it is, though. But it's a good thing. It's to help save lives, man, and help people understand what's going on with that culture within itself, man.
Right, spreading that knowledge.
So yes, that's a fact. So you are very well needed, just like all the nurses and doctors are needed. So I congratulate you on that.
Thank you.
And thank you for your services the same way.
Thank you.
The Army people get the same thank you for their services.
Right.
So now we're gonna get into a little deeper. As y'all don't know, she do other things besides that. See, these are the type of women that we like to salute. Our go-getters that don't sit still. So you also models. Give us a little bit of rundown. What made you get into modeling. Then we'll get into the type of modeling that you
Okay. Okay, so that was like by accident, happenstance, so to speak. Um, I was really a music video model,
do. Mm-hmm.
right? So it was, hey, Miss PJ, can you come and be in this music video? And I'm like, what? I'm old enough to be your grandmother. You put me in a music video? And they're like, oh, come on, come on, come on. So it was this music video, that music video, this music video.
Wow.
Then it filtered into something else because they were like, oh, well, you're a music video model. And I'm like, okay, I didn't know model and music video goes together, right? So,
yeah, I guess.
right. But I wasn't a vixen, so that was good, right?
Right. I started thinking vixen.
Nope.
Vixen,
All of the music videos that I've been in, people have been very, very clean.
Okay.
Very,
good.
very clean, very
Good.
appropriate, age appropriate. Anybody can watch them, right?
Right.
So I even did a small piece with an African gentleman from Sierra Leone. He's huge over in his country, and it was called the Kwata Peking music video, and that was dope. That was really, really dope. That was awesome. And of course, here in North Carolina, and for those of you who don't know, we're here in NC. So, but unfortunately, and I know people get sick of me saying this, unfortunately, we are in a age discriminatory industry.
Right.
Right? You have to be a certain age, and you have to be a certain build, and you have to be a certain skin tone, and have to have, you know, and I don't know. I just look at people as people, right?
Right.
Short, whatever. But there has to be something for everyone. It can't be just for the tall and skinny.
I thought they were stopping that
right
model stuff.
Exactly. I thought that, you know, but you know, I get hit with a lot of discrimination. I truly, truly do. But I don't let it stop me. Plenty of times people try to dim my light. You know, oh, you're too old. Oh, we're not going to invite her. She's too old. She's too old. Yes, I will be 63 next week. Okay.
Wow.
So
Congrats.
For those who don't know,
congrats on that. Yeah.
I will be 63 next week. And
63.
that
yo,
part,
how real is that
part,
man?
and no work done. I'm just saying.
Wow.
So, but you know, I get hit with that all the time.
And no work done.
And no work
done.
done.
That's a big one.
And I look, and for the mommy makeovers, I have no, absolutely, hey, if enhancements is what you do, I'm happy for you. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I haven't had any work done.
El Bliss said amazing.
Oh, thank you.
That's what's up, man. Salute, El Bliss.
Thank you.
Yeah, I gotta commend you on that as well.
Thank
and
you
know,
so much.
that's a blessing from God. I'm sure you eating right, taking care of yourself. Some, you know, a lot of women that is beautiful out here at an early age, they think that it's just that's how it's gonna stay, and they get lazy and don't want to eat right and take care of themselves. And you know, you got to when you get a certain age, man. And you know, I can't tell them what to do. I could just point them in the right direction. And a woman such as yourself up here is kind of me pointing them in the right direction, because nobody would have known. You see, my knowledgeable homie El Bliss said amazing.
Thank
man.
you.
So
thank you so much.
that's a beautiful thing.
I love it. I love it. I do eat. I'm not a vegan or anything like that, but I do eat a specific way. So I don't drink cow's milk. I eat hormone-free chicken, the eggs. Let's see. So I drink almond milk, cashew milk, or oat milk, right?
Wow.
But just keep in mind, people, you still have to be careful with the oats because it can run your blood sugar up. That's just from a nursing standpoint. But, you know, and then when it comes to the beef, it's grass-fed cow's beef. Yes, I do like fried foods.
Okay.
Every now and then I will indulge.
I was about to
But
say sometimes.
right, but I am a serious seafoodie. Okay,
That's
so
what's
I
up.
love seafood, lobster, calamari, oysters, clams, crab legs, that you know, fish. And you know, fish, we all know when it comes to salmon and cod, that's your leader, the top leaders for the like your heart healthy fish. Okay, so that's where your healthy fish oils come from.
Right.
So
Nice.
so for the dietitians who want to correct me, but Studies show that that's what. You know what I'm saying? For the dietitians out there who want to correct me, but studies show that that is a healthy fish. So
this is oat milk.
Oat milk.
You heard of oat
Yes.
milk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oat milk. So that's what I was saying. You know, oat milk is fine.
Mm-hmm.
And just do it in moderation because, you know, like even though they say oatmeal or whatever, but you just still have to watch the content that's in the oat milk. You don't want to drive your blood sugar up, even if you aren't a diabetic. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Wow.
But I love oat milk.
See, y'all learning from the nurse right here, man. I'm bringing y'all more knowledge, not just street knowledge.
Not just street knowledge.
It's nurse knowledge that you can take to the streets.
Right.
How about that?
Exactly.
My boy Epic said, eat right, live long. That's another one of my knowledgeable brothers that be up here with me all the time.
Oh, cool.
Very, very, very smart.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys.
All right, so now let them know what type of modeling you do.
Okay, so I am PJ the Reptile Model, and that means exactly what it says. I model with snakes, okay? That came about from my youngest daughter. Hi, Ty. She started collecting snakes, and she was living in my house at the time, and I'm just like, so where are they supposed to go?
Really? That's how you was acting?
Yes. Are you kidding? Huh? A what? A who?
Wow.
So
not how you act when
I know, right?
Your pictures and
that
stuff.
part.
Okay.
So I had to get over my fear in 5.5 seconds. I have one of my grandsons is autistic, and believe it or not, people, the snake was the best therapy. For him, yes.
Wow.
Yes, that was the best therapy.
How old is he now?
He is now going to be 13.
Okay.
Right.
So he pretty much grew up.
And so, yeah, and yes, the grandkids, they were small at the time, and yes, we talked to the pediatrician and let them know, and the pediatricians are like, we already know your house is like Dr. Doolittle, we're not worried about it. We already know you guys are like Dr. Doolittle. We aren't even worried about you guys. So it was like, okay. So, but it was whenever, because we choose not to do medicine, right? That's us. So we choose not to do any medications for him. So that was the best homeopathic ways to help him calm.
Wow.
You know, it's like, oh, let's go get a snake and lay it across his lap, and he just strokes and deep breathes. Boom. And that's what worked for him.
Right.
Okay. I'm not telling you guys, don't give your kids some medicine if you haven't want it.
Right.
I'm just saying that's what worked for us.
Right.
So moving into the modeling. So one day my daughter is like, Mom, let's take some of the snakes. And by this time she's living in another state, and I'm there visiting, and she goes, hey, let's take the snakes, and we're not talking small snakes, okay? We're talking big snakes. So
how long? What's the feet?
So
the biggest one.
At the time, one of them she has now is 15 feet, but at the time she was about 6 feet.
Okay.
And then another one was about
15 feet.
It's 15 feet now. Females get considerably larger than males.
I'm 6'4". I mean, that's easy. 2 of me almost.
Yes.
Wow.
So, yeah, but the females are bigger because they have to accommodate the live births or the eggs.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
You guys don't carry that.
Right.
So,
Right.
so they stay considerably smaller. So we took a couple of the snakes out. She posted it on a group that we have called Black Reptile Owners. And they went wild. They're like, your mom, for real, she needs to model with these snakes.
Really?
So yeah, so she gave me the name PJ the Reptile Model.
Wow.
That's where that came from for like the last 5 years.
No doubt. That's what's up.
So then I had to start collecting my own. It became an addiction. So mental health, y'all. So it became it became an addiction. So I have 5. I have 5 snakes, 5 of my own. So we do music videos. We are invited to different things. We've been on like a little like sitcom type situations that's been on YouTube. Just different little things.
Yeah, because they need snakes in a lot of these movies that they have. a bunch of like rock and roll videos. I seen a bunch of snakes in a bunch of those videos. So it's always work for that.
Yes,
And
yes.
they need the owners there.
That part.
That's a fact.
Because they'll like somebody will reach out and they're like, can we rent a snake? And yes, my snakes are for rent. Can we rent a snake? But you're coming with it, right?
Right.
I'm like, yeah, they don't drive yet.
I know that's right. And are you staying with it?
Right. They don't
Also.
have it. Right. They don't drive yet. They don't have their driver's license. So,
Okay.
but yeah, it's an awesome thing. And so that sets me apart from most models. Okay, so I say that to say that's where that came from, and that kind of sets me apart from most models. But are the snakes a requirement? No, they are not. Okay, I can model without the snakes, absolutely no problem. But the snakes tend to steal the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they steal your shine when they get up
No,
there?
I don't mind. My snakes are they are superstars. Okay.
So, is there any other women out there? Have you met throughout your career doing this? Have you met any other women that model with snakes the way you do?
No. No.
Big as this planet is, there's no other women that's
right. We're in groups, but we're all spread out.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So we're in a group, but we're all spread out. Would I like to collaborate with another reptile model? I sure would, because we can make a dope video and pictures.
I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So.
you know, it's always something about that. It's different. But you'll be amazed how many people like snakes out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that like snakes. It's just some just have the fear of, because snakes is quiet. It's kind of like a cat. Cats is quiet. You don't know when they might attack you with that paw. You know what I'm saying? So that's all about. But other than that, a lot of people like snakes, man.
They do. They do.
So, you gonna show them your little baby?
I would love to. You know, I need some hand sanitizer, and it's over there on my bag.
Hold on, let me get that. Hold on, y'all.
Sorry.
It's all good.
So I brought one of the babies. Okay, so I fed the big ones today. They were pretty hungry. They were, banging at the glass of their enclosures. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and feed them, and I'll take one of the babies with me today for the podcast. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The hand sanitizer for two reasons. For me, number one, because to sanitize. Number two, so I don't smell like anything but what? Hand sanitizer.
No doubt.
As long as you don't smell like food, which would be a rat, they are not interested. And a lot of people have that misconception that my snakes are going to come running after them or something like that. They don't have feet. This is no longer that time where he once walked on land and then God took away his feet. So, so this is Romulus, and my snakes are named after Marvel Comics. Okay.
I was about to say where you get the name.
Right. So this is Romulus, and he is pretty decent in color.
Romulus,
You
y'all.
guys can see him. So that's Romulus. And he is pretty long. He just isn't very fat because he is a baby. But he's pretty long.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, he's pretty
Nice.
long.
Boy, Epic Ever said nice. Thumbs up.
So he's a reticulated python, and a very, very unique color. I am doing a birthday shoot on Thursday.
Okay.
So it looks like, since he's the last one to eat, I will probably be using him. But the photographer really wants me to bring Othello, which is the one that's like 7 feet long.
So when they eat, you really don't bring them out because they got to digest? How long it takes for it to digest?
I like to give them at least 4 or 5 days for them to digest, because they also still have that feeding reflex. So.
Okay. Epic Eric said, how much do they cost?
I buy them as babies, so they're inexpensive when I purchase them.
Okay.
If you purchase them when they have growth and everything, you can spend $1,500, and I'm not trying to spend that kind of money. Yes.
Yeah.
But people do it. When you go to those Repticon shows, things like that, they have breeders, and that was another thing. We did our research, of course, and talked to plenty of breeders. My daughter did an extensive research to make sure that she picked the least constrictive kid-friendly snake first.
Mm-hmm.
So then we moved into the stronger ones.
Right.
So
Wow.
and yeah. So do I let mine lay next to me and sleep and size me up and all that stuff? No,
Okay.
I don't do that.
Is it true though? The snake be laying in the bed sizing their owner up?
You know what? I have
'Cause
no.
somebody put that out.
Somebody
and it
keeps
went viral.
saying that. Yeah, they do that. They say
So
that.
you just sizing her up so you know how to swallow her up.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't do it. I don't believe that. I don't know. I don't believe. I guess based on my snakes are very active. They wouldn't lay in one spot all night.
Right.
Okay, they'd be all over the place. Scar, one of my tiger retic, he got out when I was in Atlanta. And he was all over the flipping room. He was all up in the camera. He's so conceited. He was all up in the camera that's in the room. Like,
wow.
Hey, how you doing? I'm out. So he's, he likes to get away.
El Bliss said, how much is a baby? 500?
No, my babies are like 150.
150? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I have somebody that really hooks me up, though.
Right. And then you raise them
And
yourself.
then I raise them myself.
Right.
Yeah, I raised them to be the $5,000 snake.
Right,
Yes.
right. Okay.
But I have no desire, to sell right now.
I was about to say, do you sell like a litter, like dogs?
No, I have all males.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any females, so I don't have the opportunity to breed any snakes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Plus, I'm not interested. That's way too much work.
That's more work.
It is.
More work.
It
more
is.
things for you to do.
It would be. It would be. Yeah. You have to have a whole system. It's just too much. That's for the true reptile professional.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell my audience what you got coming up next. What's one of your big projects coming up?
So, I'm involved in quite a few things. Let me first start with ETF Entertainment. ETF Entertainment is an entertainment company that we elevate the family. That's what ETF stands for.
That's where you was just at in Atlanta.
No, I'll tell you about that one.
Okay.
That's where I was in Chicago, in
Okay.
Rockford, Illinois.
Right.
So every year we hold a She Who Inspires Me award ceremony where we celebrate queens from all over the globe, right? And fix those crowns and give them their props and show them how much we appreciate them. So that's ETF Entertainment with my girl Shakia Yancey, aka my rap artist Ricochet.
Shout out to Ricochet.
I'm telling you, if y'all Google her, you'll see who I'm talking about. Okay, She is dope. Okay, it's time to put her back on stage. She does have 5 kids, the ETF children. So I manage her. She manages her ETF kids. We also have Breaking Generational Curses Academy. We want to break the generational curses. We also have Voice of the Mothers. Okay, no matter what the age, I am the matriarch of Voice of the Mothers since I'm the oldest. Yeah,
okay. That's what's up.
Yeah. So we want to do a lot, and we are looking to collaborate with people. We do have our own network, so we're going to be doing, trying to get some shows on there, TV shows, things like that. We do also have, now I'm supposed to get a single show.
A singles show? What is that?
PJ Single Ready to Mingle dating show.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you're gonna host it with a bunch of single people, or what you mean? What the show consists of?
So the show consists of PJ, me.
Oh, like the Flavor of Love. You're gonna get you 5 guys that they're gonna be competing at.
Something like that.
Oh, okay. Okay, y'all gotta tune into that.
Or whoever. We did hold live auditions last summer, and we went to 3 cities. We were in Rockford, Chicago, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Nice.
So it was very interesting who came out to sign up.
Yeah, that's
Very
those kind of
interesting.
shows. You're gonna get a lot of people to come sign up, and you're gonna get a lot of people that want to see what's gonna happen next.
That part. But we'll see what happens. We have not started filming. We're still in the stages of
Production, putting it together,
and people signing up, things like
Gotcha.
that. Your production crew, my stylist. So I do have 2 stylists that want to, style me, and that would be Sundiata Shout out to Sundiata and Miss Lolly Peterson. So those are two celebrity stylists that stepped up and said they would be more than happy to dress me for the show. And then they dressed me for events, okay? Because Sundiata dressed me for the whole Atlanta weekend. So that was what's up.
Epic Eric said, "Now that's dope." Yeah, a show like that always wins, man.
It's different.
I could see that taking off.
It's very different, and especially at my age. So you can imagine the age group that came out.
They got Christian love sites, looking for love sites. They got, you know, your age bracket love sites, and now they get a show like that. That's gonna win. That's gonna take off.
Yeah. So just so you guys know, it was kind of weird having 35-year-olds come out. So I'm just saying that was a little different for me.
That's a lot different.
Half my age.
Oh, wow.
So you know, but I have people say, "But what do you expect?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're like, "So what do you expect?"
Yeah. You don't look your age at all. So, you know, that's gonna happen. And you know, some 35-year-olds probably mature, got it together, but it just depends. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's something I ain't gonna comment on.
It was kind of scary.
Yeah.
It was kind of scary. It was kind of scary.
Wow.
That was kind of scary. But I appreciate everybody that did come out. I really do. I think some people have since gotten into relationships because it has been a little while. So that's the reason for having to always go back and do, you know, more auditions.
Oh, okay.
So it just depends.
Yeah, I guess once you do the audition, y'all gotta be ready to
roll right into production.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but we always have to worry about budgets too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, I get it.
So that's that. So that's with the whole ETF crew. We built a team actually, photographers, videographers, fashion, hair, makeup, that kind of thing. So we're still we're still going strong, trying to get all of those things going. So again, shout out to Shakia Yancey, aka my artist Ricochet.
All right.
She is so dope. I'm telling you. Like, look, we feed off of each other. If she's having a bad day, she call. If I'm having a bad day, I call and vent, and so we lift each other up. We fix each other's crowns.
I got you.
Anytime and every time possible.
So the management group, the guys I talked to the other day, the management group. GEI.
So GEI, they are Great Entertainment Incorporated. So they are all over, okay? But Tone, the Mitchells, they have they're in Maryland. So look, I'm gonna put him down. I'm gonna put him back because he's wanting to wiggle a lot and I need to use my phone. But I'll bring him back out at the end of the show, guys.
He's wiggling around.
He is.
He's trying to see what's going on. He ready to get back out and everything. I ain't trying to go back in here.
That part.
Wow.
That part.
So are they really intelligent creatures?
They really are. I believe that I think they have a mind that they're very unique. And like I said, when Scar gets out, he for some reason he likes to go straight to the camera. That's in the snake room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he goes straight to the camera. Okay. So I'm like,
you're a fly guy.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
His enclosure is all the way across the room.
Yeah.
The camera's over here.
Yeah.
Why are you from over there all the way over here? Just to let me know. And of course I get the alert and then kaboom.
Wow.
They let me know that. But so the Mitchells are the CEO and the originators of the company of GEI. And if you guys give me 1 second, I would love to bring them on. So I've known Jonathan Ellerby, who is the photographer, and he's the president of the company. And I've known him for years. So he happens to, guys, photograph people like Cardi B, Nikki, all of those people. Oh man, he didn't answer. So one day I had the opportunity to get in front of his lens. Right, we've known each other for years. He's like, when am I going to get you in front of my lens? I'm like, one day. And so he invited me down to Tampa, where they were doing a meetup. And of course, I was feeling very intimidated.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you guys why. Because a lot of those models are Dr. Miami.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
Right, I got you.
They're all Dr. Miami. And so I'm just like, look, and he's like, why are you worried about it? You're all natural. So
Right, facts.
come on down.
Nothing beats natural.
Right.
Even good food, when it's natural, is good for you. That's a fact.
So, you know, but anyway, I went to Tampa, and right after that, I guess I did a good job because they signed me on as one of the
That's
models.
what's up, man.
Yeah, yeah. So
Congratulations
now I am
on
a
that.
GEI model.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah.
So with all these things that you are pushing and accomplishing, how do you find time to make it happen, man?
So okay, so although there's just one me, there's just one me. Although I would love to have that soulmate that says, hey, okay, I'm going to support your grind. I'm going to support his grind. He's going to support my grind. I'm going to support his grind. We're going to support each other's grind together. So I have no other choice but to do it all myself. You see what I'm saying? I have to shuffle snakes around, I have to get clothes ready, I have to do my own makeup, I have to do my own hair, I have to, you know, get myself here and there and this, that, and the other. I just make it work.
Right.
I make it work. I enjoy it. I really, truly do. I know eventually the money itself will come.
Yeah,
It will
facts.
definitely come. And
You're putting the gas in the tank so you can go ahead and start the car. And once that starts, then you take off from there. That's a fact.
yeah.
And I gotta commend you on that because a lot of people they get stagnated and they get misguided behind the hard work. And you know, I'm one of them guys. I need 5 of Bootsies running.
Right.
So
You
I
got
know exactly
that
what
part.
you're talking about.
Talking about grinding.
It's rough out here when you got to do it on your own. But you know, when you know what you're about to see at the end of that tunnel, and when the smoke clears, it's like that's the part you know the goal that you're looking for. So I totally understand. And watch you head and ready for when it happens. Because when it hits fast. And that's really gonna start your team no sleep for real.
Right, exactly.
I've been on them roads when we waking up or we gotta leave and go to another state and get there and be tired. Like it happens.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I believe that.
So yeah, you're an inspiration to
I'm
a
looking
lot of
forward
people,
to it,
man.
actually. You know, trying to build that legacy for my grandkids. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
I want to build that legacy. I don't know what's going to be out there for them later.
How many you got?
I have 5.
5. Okay.
Yes, they're 15, 13, 11, 9, and a 3-year-old.
No doubt.
So all in one, from one set of parents, and I just want to make that positive difference. Again, breaking those generational curses.
El Bliss said, "You want an assistant?"
Yes, I can't pay you much though in the beginning.
That's what's up.
I can't pay you much though, but the money is coming.
So you want an assistant? Hey, that's what's up, man.
The money is coming. I believe that. I truly, truly believe the money is coming.
Well, it's definitely gonna happen.
It is.
Nothing ever not happens when you stay banging at that door. And you know, God always opened the door. It's somebody else's turn, and you doing it, so your turn coming. It's gonna happen. So we got work to do. We got some movies coming, so I'm gonna have you in some of these movies.
Yes!
So you gotta be ready for that.
Most definitely. I'm
That's a
ready.
fact.
Put me in, coach.
I got you. It's
Put me in, coach.
It's going
You know,
down.
I've always admired your work, and I've always thought that you have a lot to offer to this world. It's just a matter of the world not taking you for granted and appreciating what you have to offer.
Facts.
And you know, and you do have those people. It's like, you know, I don't know. I try to pass the baton and get people to work with me. It just doesn't always pan out. So I just move on my own.
Yeah,
You see
that's
what I'm
how
saying?
I
I
do.
just move around on my own. Is it lonely sometimes? Heck yeah. But if you don't want to work with me, you don't want to work with me. I've had people invite me to things, come on out. Like, fashion shows or something like that. Then I get there and then you don't want to put me in your clothes. What'd you bring me here for? You see what I'm saying? Or you want to hide the good stuff. And then those who you think are loyal to you, they don't show up. Okay? And, but they're the ones that you want to praise. Cool. If they're the people that you want to praise, that's fine. But don't bring me if you don't want to use me. You see what I'm saying? I consider myself a pretty decent commodity. I do. I truly do. That's just me because I just refuse to let somebody dim my light.
Man, that's a fact.
Okay. So
never let nobody do that.
Right. But but people try. It's mean. The industry.
Yeah.
They say, oh, the industry is the devil. But I'm not even gonna give Satan that much power to say the industry is the devil. We make the industry. And how we treat people within the industry is what happens. Okay.
Right.
And if I'm asking someone, hey, I would like to include you in this project. If they choose not to show up, I did my part. Then when they see pictures or whatever, it's like, oh man, how come I tried? You see what I'm saying? I tried. I'm not going to keep begging them.
A lot of people want to do nothing until they see you do it, and after you do it, then now they want to act as if they was busy doing something, but can I catch you on the next one? When they see that it's real, now they want to get involved, and that's when I don't have time for that because I tried you the first time. It's just the same thing as the first impression is the best impression. So if you show me the first time when it comes to this business, you ain't got time to even be playing no games.
This is true.
Very serious inquiries only, and that's just how it goes.
Exactly.
Other than that, keep it moving, man.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
I understand totally what you go through with that, but as I was saying, and as you were saying, you just got to keep doing what you and that's it.
That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Lately my oldest daughter has been my my road partner. So she went to Illinois with me, and she went to Pennsylvania with me. So that was very, very helpful to at least have somebody, there. Although I don't meet strangers. You put me in a room with people, I'm everybody's friend. You see what I'm saying? But it's awesome because
good. That's what's up.
She had a chance to see what her mom does, and on a different level, as opposed to seeing the pictures after, or seeing the video after. That type of thing. She got a chance to see it firsthand, and I had a chance to put it to work. So
did she like that part?
She did.
That's a good thing.
She did, because she's very organized. She thinks. She uses her brain. She uses the whole frontal lobe.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yes, and so very organized, and she was a huge help. And it was funny because Shakia's like, oh, I have another sister. I have a sister now. I have a sister. So,
That's good. That's good. Team working.
Yeah.
And when you got a good personality, you're always going to attract good things, and good things are going to invite you as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's just in the universe.
It
so
is.
you ain't got to worry about what nobody else didn't do, and whatever they did missed out on, then that's on them. The price going up in a minute.
Hey,
that's
what I keep hearing.
That's a fact.
That's what I keep hearing. Hey, the price going up.
The price going up.
The price going up. They do it in the supermarket all the time.
That's a fact.
But my package will not get lighter, okay, as opposed to the supermarket. The packages get smaller, the prices are more, but, you're going to get exactly what you pay for. I promise you. When I step on the set, baby,
the quality just get bigger. That's it.
Yep.
And that's what it's called in this industry right here. So
It is.
So I'm looking forward to seeing you doing some stuff, and like I said, working with us too with the movies. Let my audience know where they can catch you at, your social media.
Okay. You guys ready? Okay. So on Facebook, when you get the blue check, they make you use your whole government name. So it's Pamela Trapp Johnson on Facebook. On Instagram, It is PJ Pamela. I'm going to spell it. PJPAMLEE. Okay. Instagram is where I have the largest following ever. I was shocked. I have 176K
Wow, that's
followers.
a beautiful thing. Are you
Yes,
monetized up there yet?
I am.
Good.
Yeah,
That's a
I am.
beautiful thing.
And then on TikTok is PJ Reptile Model.
Okay.
So yeah, so PJ is going to be in there somewhere all the time.
No doubt. As it should. That's their signature.
All the time, all the time. Yes. So yes, PJ the Reptile Model. That is my brand.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Nice.
I love it.
Nice.
It's what I do. And like I said, it isn't like the snakes aren't a requirement, but that is my brand.
No doubt.
You know.
Which is when you come into a game of where's the piranha sharks and you come in there, you want to come in there different.
Exactly.
So you can come in with your big piranha bite, your shark bite. I'm different. I ain't doing what y'all doing. So
Exactly.
I don't got to worry about the competition and all that extra stuff. So you thinking, you using your brain, and you doing what God put you down on this earth to do.
Yeah.
That's all. You was meant to do that. Because you
Yeah.
had fear of snakes, and then you had to get over the fear in 2.2 seconds, and you did that. And
I'm
fell in
telling
love
y'all.
with it.
I'm telling y'all.
Like tattoos. They say you get addicted when you get one. So you got it like that with the snakes. So hey,
That's true too, y'all.
that's a fact.
Because I had one, now I have several.
Right. See?
Had one snake, now I have 5.
There
So,
it
and I'm refraining from buying more. Trust me. Only because I don't have something else, more enclosures to put them in.
Right.
That's the only thing that's holding me back right now.
No doubt.
Right.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah,
But
nice.
yeah.
Nice.
But I love what I do. I appreciate being on your show tonight.
I appreciate you
It's like-
coming
it's like,
and finally getting with me
I'm
on
telling
your
you.
busy schedule. But this is important, and this is something different from my audience. So yeah, I really respect that you came through, and we're gonna do more.
Yes.
As you go along, we're gonna
Yes.
do more of these
Yes.
interviews,
Let
man.
you
We
guys
gotta
know.
let them know and see when you do some of your projects, and let me know how how much fun you had doing it, and where else you're gonna be going with this stuff, man.
Yes.
I need this, man.
Yes. Because I think the next, like the birthday shoot, that's going to be interesting. So, okay, guys, check this out. Okay, so I'm going to do 63 balloons, 63 of them. Okay, not the big, huge ones, but 63. So far, I have blown up 30 balloons.
You
So-
gonna blow them up
I
yourself?
blew them up myself. Yeah. So now,
Wow.
between tonight and tomorrow, I should finish the other 32 balloons. And so
you
I
get
already
dizzy?
no, not consecutively.
Right, okay. I'm like, wow.
Right. I tried to buy one of those little pumps. It doesn't even work. I'm taking it back to the store.
Right.
And then I didn't want to do helium balloons because then they would all be in the ceiling. And that's a lot. So, but the photographer and I, we worked out a plan that's going to work. And so I told him the idea. However, I am still wanting to buy the 6.3, which will be helium, right?
Okay.
But I'm unique. I'm different.
No
so
doubt,
63 flipping balloons all over the place. That's
nice.
me.
But see, that's another thing to add to your resume that you did. I blew up 63 balloons.
63 balloons,
Yeah,
yes.
That's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Let's see who start doing that trend.
Right. Right. Because again, they're doing the huge ones, the huge helium. I'm not going to do that. And plus, they won't fit in my car anyway.
No.
So I'll end up with 4 huge trash bags
63
of
gonna fit in
balloons.
there? Oh, for the size you getting, I guess.
Yeah, because they're all
Okay.
different sizes and they're
Okay.
small. And so I have 2 big trash bags so far. So
I
there's
got you.
15 in one, 17 in the other. So I have 32 blown up so far. So I just have to
Nice.
do, I just have to do the other 30.
No doubt.
Okay, anybody want to help me blow them up?
El Blaze might want to.
Right. So, and then just let you guys know other things like sponsorships when it comes to sponsorships and branding. So I'm brand ambassador for Kylie Jenner and Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is a famous football player, and we all know who
Nice.
Kylie Jenner is, right?
Yes.
So I'm a brand ambassador for their glow drinks.
Wow.
Okay, so they send me a case of little drinks at least once a month, and I do my videos. I'll either exercise videos or something like that.
What kind of drink is it? Like
It
energy?
is energy and a hydration.
Oh,
So there's
wow.
one energy, like, some of them are energy,
You
and
gotta
then there's
give me one for the show
hydration.
so I can show it to my audience.
Yes,
Man. I need
yes,
that. I can't wait to help promote that.
yeah.
That's what's up.
So I have that, and then I do a active wear line called BeFit. So I did a drop for them the other night. Also, in Illinois and Wisconsin, we have 96 Pizza Huts that are sponsoring
Wow.
us. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
96.
96 different Pizza Huts there that are sponsoring. And see, these are the things that I would love to be able to do in my own state.
Right. I was about to say.
But I
you
have
gotta
to
bring
do
some of that-
everything.
You gotta bring some of that here. They gotta spread some of that Pizza Hut love.
Well, people need to say, okay, Peach, come on over, PJ, let me talk to you. How can we get this cracking? But people just won't. They just won't.
No, we need some of that Pizza Hut love.
I'm just saying they just won't. And that, and then
Well, we gonna make it happen.
yeah, I hope so. I mean, there's just a lot of different things that I love doing, and being a brand ambassador is just awesome.
Yeah, no doubt.
And again, sometimes it isn't always about the money. When they send the products are expensive. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't mind doing those advertisement and those drops and things. So we have the Pizza Hut. Oh, also we'll be working with Maya P. I'm a fairy.
Maya P.
I'm a fairy. Yeah, when you guys just check that out. So I'm doing a video drop for her.
Nice.
Yeah.
When
So
you doing that?
Waiting for my photographer. Okay, I'm not trying to nudge you, sir. Waiting for him to put the video together so I can send it to her.
Oh, so
yeah,
it's
so
done
I
already.
get.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
we did the
Okay.
video. We did the video,
That's
and then
what's
I
up.
just want to send it to my manager Shakia is going to send it over to her. We're also trying to work with we'll be working with Tony Armani, who's here.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So I told you I'm a pretty decent commodity.
L Bliss had any room for investments?
Yeah. Yes.
Told you
Yeah.
I'm knowledgeable people out there. They're
Yes.
sharp now, and
That
they
part.
like making moves now.
That part. Let's talk about that. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, just he knows how to get in touch with me on personal level, like numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phone
So
call away, make things
that
happen.
part.
Get to the bag.
Just a phone call away. Yes, and that's why these types of things are good, and you never know what people have going on. I unfortunately sometimes have to be quiet because I never know who's going to like me for me.
Right.
Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
People are gonna gravitate to you because, hey man, you was on Paid in Full. Can you please get me on? Can you hook me up? Right? You know Damon Dash. You cool with Damon Dash. You think he could? You see what I'm saying? So do you know if they like you for you, or they like you for what? And the people you know and the things that you've done.
Right.
So for me, a lot of the times it's like I just have to stay quiet because if you weren't dealing with me before. Then when you see, because I have people do that, they'll slide into my DMs. Hey, I see you doing such and such. How can you get me to hook up? Get you to hook up, really, really get you to hook up. Not, hey, PJ, can I work with you on this, or how can we come together on that? Like, change the verbiage, people. Jesus, like just like L Blaze is saying, is there any room for investments?
Right.
That's how you come at people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Fact.
Because that's what you do. That's how you come at people. But people sometimes are very, very interesting. They are very interesting. It's all about what I can get.
A lot of people always have ulterior motive in the back of their mind. It's hard to find people that really are interested in working with you and really
genuine.
sincere about it. You know what I'm saying? It's always something that they want to get out of it. And that's why, things don't last and people don't last when they start doing business, because then things start to shift and turn because the other person, once they got what they got, now they want to start doing things in their way, and then they're not seeing eye to eye, and it end up the whole thing is just going to shambles. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
It's hard to read people now. It's hard, but you got to put them out there first and see what they want and see how hard they want it. That's why when people come to me saying, "Can I help them with their music?" Yeah, I can. Do you have a budget? What you
Right.
working
I'm gonna
with?
send you an invoice.
I've done it several times
I'm gonna
for
send you an
free,
invoice. That
and
part.
or put my money up, and then there's always something at the end, and I'm left holding the ball because I spent my money, thousands of dollars, and you the artist, you can leave and go somewhere else and still do your artistry, but
Yeah.
what I got going with you ain't gonna work because I can't even put it out because you was thinking something else.
That part.
So I've been through it several times.
Indeed. Yeah, most definitely. Did a movie with this R&B artist, and then we were sitting down talking after set, right? And we were just talking just in general, and it was like, oh man, you know, I didn't know that you knew all them people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, but then it was, sure, I'll help you. See what I'm saying? We did this one video. Oh my gosh, we hit 150K in less than 30 days.
Wow, nice.
I put him in the room. Now, mind you, I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to manage you just yet because I like to see how people move, right? But I will be your booking agent. So put him in a room with someone. They snatched him up. Oh, you don't know what you're doing. Blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm saying, this is me. You know we're a package deal, right? Right. This is what I'm saying.
Right.
What he's saying is, no, we're not. Okay. So.
Wow.
Yeah, and so at the end of the day, okay, that's fine. But then you come back a few years later and say, hey, I want to do ... You know, you did the first video. Can you do the second? I'm saying on plenty of those sitcoms, they may start off with one mom, and then they'll have a different mom.
Yeah, having on Fresh Prince.
Right, right. So I say that to say that part. I say that to say you can always get somebody else because I wasn't that important to stay at that time. So here we are. We're going to have a show, and then somebody reaches out, and so I'm asking, why would you want to do my show? You see what I'm saying? Why would you want to do a show? Oh, because that would look good for my brand. See what I'm saying?
Well, whose brand? Their brand or your brand?
Their brand. Right. So that's the type of things that I mean.
They don't understand the language that you use. Telling on themselves directly.
Right. So these are the things that get you X'd out of my life, though. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm really good at saying goodbye. Unfortunately, I'm an Air Force brat. That's what we do. We pack up and we leave, and we pack up and we leave, and we go to another base, and this and the other. And my dad says it all the time. I kind of hate that for you because you just have built this thing where it doesn't bother you to just. It does bother me to just exit people out. But if you're just going to be a stressor for me, why should I leave you in my life? Or if you're just here to use me, why should I leave you in my life?
There's no I in team.
Hey, that part, you know, or the big me and the small you. I don't do that. I just don't do that.
That's a fact.
What is Jamie saying? Hi, Jamie. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. So, but yeah.
So yeah, you got a lot of things going on, man. I'm waiting to see some of the new stuff.
Yeah.
You know, flourish, come to fruition, and I'm gonna be right there supporting the movement. We're gonna make some things happen, like I said.
Yes,
man.
and IU, of course.
No, that's a fact. So once again, man, y'all know what it is. Your boy Big Bootsie, man. I got PJ the Reptile Model up here. She showed y'all some new things. Showed me something new today. I learned some things. I know y'all thought I was gonna be scared of the snake.
That part, he was sitting there, he took it like a champ, though. He was taking it like a champ. I didn't put it on him, though, so that was okay.
So yeah,
I'm gonna show y'all Romulus one more time before we get off the air. Yeah. So that you know, if you guys want to reach out, talk about mental health, talk about modeling with the snakes. Anybody here in North Cac, if you want to get up with me, I'd be more than happy to collaborate with you. Again, Big Bootsie knows how to get in touch with me.
And y'all got all of her.
And you have all my social media. And let me run it down to you one more again. So on Facebook is Pamela Trap Johnson. On Instagram, it is PJPAMLEE. And on TikTok is PJ the Reptile Model. So, yep, that's me. And this is Romulus.
Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share this.
Please
y'all
share
new
this.
Up there, subscribe. Y'all know what we doing.
Yes.
Y'all know how YouTube be playing, man. I need to hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, man.
Yep. And then again, we're going to be on ETF Entertainment. So, you know, if you get a chance, check us out. If you get a chance, check out my rap icon, okay? Ricochet. She is so dope. She did the paternity theme song for the paternity test on the Maury Povich show. She's been on Jerry Springer. She's just dope. She's everywhere, okay? And I just love being in her company. And I'm glad she trusts me with her, you know, with her career. So.
Yeah, y'all Google her.
Yes,
Yeah,
if you Google her, you will find out.
And y'all will see, man.
Say hi, Romulus. He's like, I just want to check everything out. He's following the lights. There you go.
To see the camera.
There you go. This is Romulus.
The model snake.
Yeah. He's one of the stars of the evening.
No doubt, no doubt. But
So,
yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all hit me up, I'll hit y'all. Make sure you hit that notification button so y'all know when I'm up here. And I'll be back. And once again, thanks to my guest, PJ. It's a blessing. Finally got her here.
Yes.
That boy, Big Bootsie. I'll see y'all in a minute, man. Y'all know what it is. Salute.
Salute.